This video will cover techniques used to create these long loop cables used in my Lauma shawl. Here is example of how it actually looks in the shawl. These are elongated cables with long loops leaning right. And let's start. First technique we will encounter is knit one with wrap 3. It's going to be on our first row of the cable repeat. As you know, and you'll see in instructions, cable is comprised of 5 stitches. So let me get to this first stitch and I will show you how we are working knit one with wrap 3. I will just work my garter edge here. Here we are at the stitch. In instructions you will see knit one with wrap 3, which means we will insert needle as if to knit and wrap it around 3 times for your right hand needle. 1, 2, 3, and pull it out through the stitch. Next 3 are knit 3 according to the instructions, and the last stitch of the cable is again knit 1 with wrap 3. We insert as if to knit and wrap it around 3 times and pull it out through the stitch. So you have created this stitch with 3 loops here, and I will show you a couple of more times because I still have 3 cables here. So again, we are at the first cable stitch, wrap it around 3 times, pull it through. These are knit 3, and again wrap around the right hand needle 3 times, pull it through, and again we have 3 stitches, and you will see there are 3 loops on one stitch created. And now I'll do a bit faster. 1, 2, 3 through, we knit 3, and one more time, 1, 2, 3, and our last cable, 1, 2, 3, out, knit 3, and 1, 2, 3, so now we have created our first row for the cable, and you will see, I'll show you again how each cable has, the first stitch has 3 loops, 1, 2, 3 here if you can see, and the 3 regular stitches, and again 1, 2, 3. So now next technique you will encounter is on the wrong side of your project, and it will show how to resolve these 3 stitches, which will be slip as one with yarn in front. So let me first get to the stitch. Okay, here we have arrived to that knit 1 with 3 wrap 3, and now we will put the working yarn in front of the work and pick only this first leg and slip all those wraps of the needle. You will have created a very long loop. Let it stay there. Then we purl 3 until we arrive to the next wrapped stitch, and do the same. With working yarn in front, we pick this leg of the stitch and release all 3 wraps in one long loop. Then it's our knit stitch, and again with working yarn in front there's going to be that one leg and 3 wraps. we pick it up and release the wraps, creating very long loop. Keep working our purl 3 stitches and arrive again to this stitch, pick it up, release the loops, and keep working. The other 2 cables I will show you a bit faster. And release, and the last cable, release, purl 3, and our last 1 stitch, and we have arrived at the end of the swatch. Now let me see, I'll show you how it looks on the right side. Here it is. Now you'll see at the beginning of the end of the cable formation you have these long loops, the first one and the last one. So long loop, 3 regular knit stitches, long loop here, and these are the ones that will create that cross. So the next 2 rows are very straightforward without any special techniques, which is we will be slipping these with yarn in back, knitting these 3 and slipping this with yarn in back on the right side. So I will show you row 1. So we encounter this stitch, slip with yarn in back, knit 3, encounter the long loop, slip with yarn in back, purl 1, slip with yarn in back, knit 3, slip with yarn in back, and 2 more cables like this. And on the on the wrong side we will slip these stitches with the yarn in front. Okay, now we arrive at the end. So we turn our work, and now on our wrong side we will just slip these elongated loops with yarn in front and purl the 3 stitches in between. So also very straightforward. Our garter edge, here it is, long stitch, slip with yarn in front, purl 3 and slip with yarn in front. Knit 1, long stitch, slip with yarn in front, purl 3 and slip with yarn in front. Oops, sometimes these stitches travel, so be very careful. Knit 1, slip with yarn in front, purl 3, slip with yarn in front, and our last cable. And now on the right side, one more, on the right side we will make the cable cross. So this is our formation before the cable. Long loops, 3 knit stitches, long loops. And now we will cross these long loops, leaning right. And now we have arrived at the actual cable, and I will show you how to do the cable formation. So this is 1/1 right leaning cable with 3 stitches in back. So for this cable we don't need to use the cable needle because these loops are 3 rows down and there is a knit fabric above them, so there is no way for them to unravel. So even if you feel unsure, you do not need to use the cable needle. Those loops are not going anywhere. and I will show you. So first let's get to the first loop and see how to work it. So the step 1, so we are at this long loop. The step 1 is to slip the first stitch, slip 1 stitch off the left hand needle and hold at front. See, it's gonna be here, nothing is gonna happen to it, there is no way for it to unravel. Next step is slip these 3 stitches onto the right hand needle, and step 3, slip this last long loop off the left hand needle and hold at front. So now you have both these little loops at front. As you can see, there is no way for them to unravel, no matter how you stretch the fabric. Now with your left hand needle we will pick up the first loop which we dropped and put it back here on the left hand needle. Then we will transfer 3 stitches from right hand needle back to the left hand needle, and then we will pick this last loop and place it back onto the left hand needle, and we have created a cross here. And now all we need to do, step 7, the last step, is knit all 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we have created a cross. See, right leaning long loop cross. Let's do it one more time. Step 1, slip the first stitch off and hold at front. Then we will slip these 3 stitches onto the right hand needle and slip the last stitch, last long loop, off the left hand needle again. Now we will pick up the first stitch, first long loop, transfer these 3 stitches back to the left hand needle, and now transfer this loop onto the left hand needle. Again we have created a cross which now we just have to knit. So knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we have created a cross leaning right. One more time. Slip it off and hold it front. Slip 3 stitches onto the right hand needle and slip this loop off and hold it front. With left hand needle we pick up the first long loop, transfer the 3 stitches back to the left hand needle, and now transfer this loop back to the left hand needle, and now all you need to do is knit them. 3, 4, 5, and we have created one more cross. And the last cable I will do a bit faster. Drop at front, slip 3, drop at front, pick up, transfer 3 back to left hand needle, back, we have created a cross, knit 5, and here we are. Let me finish this row and I will show you how it looks. So this is end of our right side row. We have created these right leaning cables, and the last row on the wrong side we just purl all of these which we knitted here. So it's here it was knit 5, that's going to be purl 5, and that's how we are doing the right leaning 1/1 right leaning gable with 3 stitches in back.